got this, everything's set up. Let's do it. Okay. Welcome to another Vintage Cube draft. What do we got? Rafellos, Sneak Attack, Azoria Signet, Swords of Plowshares. Yeah, I think Rafellos is the most consistently good card. Sneak Attack is also really good. Raffle or Siggy. Oh, right, we're drafting to win, aren't we? God, why did I say we're drafting to win? Rafellos is the best card here. Sneak is more fun. What's winning? See, you guys do this to me. We're gonna draft to win. We're gonna take Rafellos. Look at this. Craterhoof Behemoth off Rafellos. This is how you win cube. you just do this, and then you cast Craterhoof, and then your Rafellos, and you Craterhoof, and then we're gonna get a natural order in the next pack. We're gonna get some dorks. We're gonna get Gaia's Cradle. Never mind, we got Devoted Druid. I almost want to take a Polluted Delta here over Devoted Druid. Druid seems kind of weak. Where's opposition out? People now? Yeah, I'm gonna take Polluted Delta. We want 1-drop elves, not 2-drop. Look at that. We got Fast Bond. We got all the things we could ever dream of. Mono green, good stuff. I probably should have taken the fetch, to be honest. Fast Bond's not really good in mono green, but it gives us outs to be blue green. We could take another fetch, or we could take Ramanap Excavator. So Excavator is good with Fast Bond and fetches, but I think I want the first fetch and try and wheel this. This guy wheels a lot of the time. Avenger of Zendikar is a good card in green. Good with fetches, good with Fast Bond. Nah, we can probably wheel Excavator. It doesn't do anything if we don't also get the fetch. So there's that. Who's gonna take Excavator except for the second Caleb? Does he like Excavator as well? Yeah, this is one of the easiest drafts of my life. Although, now we kind of have a decision of whether or not we take Primal Command. Because we could take Sower of Temptation and go blue-green. But we don't really have a need. Yeah, we don't really have a need to deviate here. Ugh, drafting good decks is boring. I don't like this agreement, chat. It's just easy. No, your twin brother with the same name and card preferences. Oh, okay, got it. Can you imagine if there was 2 of me drafting at the same time? That would make for some difficult matches. I can move everyone up here. In the same pod? Yeah. I wonder what would happen. We'd probably both end up with fine decks because I don't usually force anything. But if there were 8 of me drafting in the same pod, that would be interesting. I wonder if I could set up a simulation of that and then just see what the decks end up as. But I have to like space it out long enough so I don't remember what the other me's drafted. 2 people playing mono blue 4-color planeswalkers. Change for Crucible and Strip would dry up immediately. And then mono white would be open the latest. I do like mono red. Someone would fall into mono red. Island Go, thank you for the follow. Alright, opponents. Look, it's not that hard to draft Vintage Cube. Ooh. We could take a Goblin Guide. This is a really late Goblin Guide. We could go red-green aggro. Because Wall of Blossoms is not good. I guess it's good with opposition, if we go blue-green opposition. But Goblin Guy. Fine, we'll stick to our guns. We're drafting to win here. Nissa Worldwaker. Nissa Worldwaker's good. I don't think this is really a heartbeat deck. Where are you aggro yet? We're not aggro. Take the Goblin Guy and I won't curse you. Oh no. Okay, we'll take that. We can take I guess, what do we want? Bone Shredder is good if we get a... What is that card? Recurring Nightmare? Splash for Wake. No, Nissa's super good in mono blue or mono green. Wake is great, but Nissa just gains you 4 mana immediately. She's like the super ramp, and she's way harder to kill than a Mirari's Wake. Yeah, we're taking Bone Shredder in case we get Recurring Nightmare. Look, now we can take Thundermaw. Or Angel of Sanctions. We can go... I like Thundermaw more. Okay, well, red is super open. We could take... Yeah, someone else took green. Let's take... Steamkin? It might not be too late. I'm gonna take Mutavault over the Lava Man, though. Because Mutavault's good in any aggro deck. Okay, and then white... also seems open, I guess. I guess we're green-white now. I guess I wish I had Mirari's Wake. But Nissa was definitely the correct pick at the time. Courser is really nice. Vivian Reed should come around. So Scrubland lets Polluted Delta get blue-white, and Windswept Heath already gets green-white. Is this only streaming on Twitch? My video is lagging hard. It should be fine. I'm not dropping any frames. You may want to refresh. Yeah, Courser seems great with Fast Bond. Let's take it. Tooth and Nail. There's a Gilded Lotus. Hi, Caleb. Watch you on sometime on YouTube now. Nice to catch you live. Thank you, Bruno Braun Bart. The name sounds familiar. I mostly recognize people by their YouTube, like, pictures, but it looks familiar. Let's take Tooth and Nail, because we already have Creator of Avenger of Zendikar, which is kind of a will. Oh, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub as well. I kind of like Thran Dynamo more than this card draw, because we need a way to bridge the gap between our early mana and our late mana, and Thran Dynamo kind of does that perfectly. Plus the other cards might wheel. Deranged Hermit, Armageddon, or Taiga. So Hermit really sets us up to draw an opposition, but blue has not seemed particularly open. Taiga, I mean, we don't have any real reason to play red. Let's just keep cutting green. I'll take a Hermit. We need some... Okay, Draga Tree Speaker is almost exactly what we're looking for. Yeah, Hermit with Hoof wins the game. Yeah, Tree Speaker's gotta be better than Nissa here. Ooh, Reclamation Sage? No, it's gotta be a Basalt Monolith. I know Rec Sage is great, but this deck, with a Basalt Monolith, we have so many 5s in, like, big plays that this has gotta be it. And let's just, like, let's open Soul Ring or something. Hopefully Sage wheels, but yeah. Okay, now we can take Stomping Ground. Again, I don't know what we need red for is the question. Or we can take Emrakul the Promised End, which is kind of fun. I mean, this card is very, very good. Even if Sage doesn't wheel, that's fine. We mostly want ramp. Someone's taking our mana elves, I think. I don't really know what Stomping Ground does for us. You do have Tooth for Emrakul. Yeah, I'm gonna take one more fatty just in case. The only red card I consider playing would be like Dragonlord Atarka, maybe? I think this has higher upside. I mean, right now we're just not playing Polluted Delta. But I will definitely play opposition if we get it. So... Emmy's the pig with Tooth. I agree. Overgrown Tomb sets us up for a Recurring Nightmare deck. And it does let Polluted Delta fetch green. But then we would be playing literally one target. Other than that, there is Sword of Feast and Famine, which is okay in the mono-green mirror match, but we only have one mana elf right now. We only have one mana elf. I just don't like Sword that much. Yeah, let's take Tomb. And then... I don't want Scrubland. We could take a Relic for the sideboard. I don't want any non-forest lands because of Rafellos. So we'll take Relic for the sideboard. I still don't know why that card's in here, but it is what it is. And we still have another pack, don't we? Ooh. We can take a port. Double blue is hard to cast. I guess port could get there. I'm not a huge fan of Rishadan port with Rafellos in our deck, but it could be okay. All right, let's get less 5-drops now. And I'm really probably only playing... Where'd you guys go? I'm probably only playing these cards if we get a Primeval Titan. Because having cards to fetch up with Primeval Titan is nice. So these are kind of on the chopping... No, this one's fine. These are on the chopping block. I know I love port, but it's not the best to win with. And then one day we're going to see Mana Elves, and it's going to be glorious. But it is not this day. Yeah, Everson's just always last pick. Eee, Mana Tithe. That could be a spicy one. Cultivate would be nice. Yep, I mean, Excavator didn't wheel, did it? Which means you do have an evil twin brother who's out there to kill you. This is true. Well, ask and you shall receive, I suppose. This is one of the... This is a better Black Lotus deck, I think. So what are we trying to wheel out of this pack? We're taking Lotus. Maybe we can wheel Green Suns or Sundering Titan, but this is decent. I'll take it. It's unfortunate. I keep getting Lotus in like, hey, Caleb Gannon agrees with Lotus. I support it. I need to move this over. Okay, with Lotus, we're not playing any of these, I don't think. Decent. He says, well, the problem is Lotus is much, much better in like unfair decks. Like in the last deck we drafted, Lotus would actually be insane because it fixes your mana. In this, it's just like almost a better Dark Ritual. The moment you go away for 15 minutes to return, you see your favorite deck being drafted. I got you, Exarock. We decided we wanted to win this game rather than continue losing, so we drafted it. Let's take Umezawa's Jite, I think. Jite is way better than the other swords. If we... I mean, it's good with like Deranged Hermit, Avenger of Zendikar tokens. It wins creature mirror matches. And we can maybe wheel a Genesis Wave or a Thragtusk. We just have so many 5-drops. Wheel Wave. I don't think I'm playing Wave. I wonder if the other person playing green has the Dorks because of opposition. That could be. It's okay. I mean, we have Fast Bond. Someone took a Harmonize as well. But we have Fast Bond Courser at least. If we can get an Oracle, that would be pretty good too. Una's Prowler. Isn't that card blue? Ooh. That's a reason to be in blue. Consecrated Sphinx is almost exactly what this deck needs. We can turbo it out with a Lotus. But other than that, all of our mana is... Oh, Una's Prowler is black. Why would I want Una's Prowler? This is tough. Blightsteel I don't think is worth taking with Tooth and Nail. We already have Emrakul. Marsh Flats doesn't do anything. Yeah, I think we take the Sinks. Yeah. I mean, we're not taking anything else. Ooh, Garrick Wildspeaker. Okay, that helps. Yep, Polluted Delta and Overgrown Tomb. So this is coming back in. We're going to take Garrick. Garrick is a great way to bridge the gap. Wall of Roots. Okay. Okay, Wall of Roots is good. Passing basically nothing. This deck is great, but it doesn't have the Mana Elves, which is unfortunate. Survival of the Fittest I don't like. Pelucranos is pretty bad. No, Survival is only good when you have a lot of creatures, but we don't have any Mana Elves to discard. So Survival is going to be like discarding fatties to find fatties, basically. But Pelucranos is also terrible. No, Hostage Taker is a double splash. That's a bit sketchy. I'm just gonna take Pelucranos. Sometimes a hasty Poly-K does it. Hey, Thousand Year Storm, we did it. No, this is pack 3. We could take Preordain. If we're playing Sphinx, then Preordain is good. I don't want more 5s for Gearhulk. And Regrowth is not great. Let's take Preordain. Obstinate Baloth for mono red. Nah, if we're activating Lotus, we should win the game. We don't really need to regrowth it. Yeah, we'll take Baloth for the sideboard. We have a decent matchup against mono red now with like Pelucranos, Baloth, and all that. Well, Sphinx we can cast off Black Lotus. But yeah, the problem with Sphinx is we don't have good mana to justify playing Sphinx instead of just having green for Raphellos. So I think at the moment, unless I get a better duel, I'm probably cutting blue. The biggest issue with Sphinx is that we want all forest for Raphellos. So if we have to play like, let's see, Polluted Delta, Prism would be okay. I think Coalition Relic would be better. There's Green Suns. Green Suns is more copies of Tree Speaker, Wall of Roots. Yeah, let's take Green Suns. I like Green Suns. So whoever was taking the Mana Elves stopped, because I don't think there were any green cards in that pack. Yeah, I don't want to run Sphinx either. I think we're going mono green. Someone chainsawing outside my house? Let's take Thragtusk. Don't need more 5s. Oh, Scooz is nice. Okay, I'll take Scooz. A Gush that we're not going to play, but Gush Fast Bond is a combo, for those who are wondering. I don't want to play against Burning. I want to play against Fire Drinker Satyr. Alright, this deck looks pretty solid. Right now we have an Urborg. What do we want to add? Do we even want Fastbond in this deck? I'm not sure yet. Because we don't have any card draw. And it is kind of a dead draw if we don't do anything with it. It's on the chopping block as well. Let's see what we have to bring in. Because we could just bring in like some pretty medium fatties like Baloth or Thragtusk. I think Fastbond, because we don't have enough playables yet, might be just worth it, because right now we have 22 and Black Lotus is basically land. I think we play Fastbond just to get enough playables, and then I just run a... Missed the first pack. No, we didn't skip any Mana Dorks, Exarach. We just didn't see any whatsoever. I think it's worth running Fastbond, and since we're running Fastbond, and our deck is very ramp-centric, I feel relatively comfortable playing a lot of lands. So I think we just run it like... I'm gonna play Baloth over Thragtusk just for curve considerations. We have Avacyn's Pilgrim in the Raphellos pack. Oh, well... Yes. Relic is kind of a free roll. It does cost mana, but it could just hose random opponents. Okay, we can play Relic. I agree with that. And then just play 15 forests. I passed at least 2 dorks? Okay. I must have been taking better stuff than dorks, though. Because there's like so many mana dorks, but not that many. We picked like Tooth and Nail, Craterhoof, Avenger. Like, I think those are worth taking over dorks because there's only one of these. But this deck is close. I am going to run Fastbond, 16 lands plus Lotus. You know what? I'm going to run Fastbond 17 lands plus Lotus. That seems fine enough to me. X Numox X is now following, thank you. But why do you play Emrakul? It's big. It's good top end. We have a lot of colorless mana between Monolith, Thran Dynamo, Lotus. Raphellos can tap for a bunch of mana. I think it's a good top end. I mean, it's either Emrakul or Relic. But let's just run it back. Well, this hand's pretty good. What do we do? We're gonna keep for sure. So we can... Black Lotus and the Green Soul Ring, indeed. Our opponent has the preordain. What do we do here? So we can... Oh my gosh, someone is chainsawing right next to my house. Let's see how they scried. Double bottom. I'm down for that. Forest. So let's see. With Black Lotus, we have 4 mana. Chainsaw MVP. Forest Tree Speaker's pass. Next turn, Forest upgrade into Monolith. No, we can't upgrade into Monolith. We only have 2 mana next turn. So we can, this turn we can Black Lotus, Green Sun Zenith for Fellows, and play a Tree Speaker. Next turn we have 6 mana. We can play Basalt Monolith. I like that actually a lot. Let's Green Suns for Fellows. It just does the most possible ramp. Triple green. Green Sun Zenith, all 3. Yeah, make Creative a lot better. Raphellos. Draga Tree Speaker. Go ahead. Oh yeah, this was our turn 1. Pretty good turn 1. Nice Signet opponent. Forest. So tap you for a bunch. Level you up. Play a Basalt Monolith. Pass turn. So Crater Hoof hits for... It's +9 +5. So that's 14, 15, 16, 17. We can put our opponent to 3. Wow, opponent has some mana going on. No, actually, because... Whoa, are they on Storm? Ooh, Memory Jar. Okay. Opponent's on Storm. Given that, I feel like it's better just to cast a Hoof Daddy right now. And hit for... This is going to be 4, and this is going to be 8, 12. And then next turn we have 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's go Hoof. Turn 3 hardcast Crater Hoof. Pretty good. Did we miss a damage? Oh, we did, you're right. Yeah. We could have tapped Draga. Okay, so they should be at 7. Good call. Hello, younglings. Welcome, Grandpappy Smacks. Well, let's hope Memory Jar can get them out of this. We can cast an Avenger of Zendikar. Wow, their mana is great. I support it. I think next turn I might just play Skoos. Because that scares me. Like, play Scavenging Ooze and then just hit for 8 and kill them. Or we can play something like Avenger of Zendikar and like really guarantee that we kill them next turn. Oh, we lose this hand. You're right. Forget, our real hand is just terrible. Yeah, we can't play Skoos. Everyone forget what I said. This is a Memory Jar hand. It does nothing. Our hand is all lands, and we've drawn all lands this game. Well, our opponent appears to be Storm, so barring an Empty the Warrens, this does not look like a type of hand that can go off, because they only have 1 black. Well, the thing is all the snow melted, Smog, so it's not really a state of emergency, but it survived on all the cactuses, which was kind of cool. But yeah, it melted off the road super fast. I don't think ritualing into a Dak Faden is gonna do it, but I guess that's their best out here. If they target us with Dak, do we discard Bailoff? Oh, it definitely happens, especially in like Texas. My brother's in Texas. If they get any snow, it's like close all the schools. Nobody can do anything. Is it Charm my Raphellos? But we get Obstinate Bailoff. Got him. Caleb is like a free bank loan. That's what I'm here for. I got you guys. Okay, so opponents on Brain Freeze, Tendrils. Wow. Okay, their deck is ambitious. We don't have anything to shuffle back off of Brain Freeze. Darn. I'm bringing in Relic and cutting a forest on the draw. I almost think Rishadan Port is worth it over, you know, the one chance we get Rafellos. Just any interaction we can have is worth it. And then Thragtusk gains life, but that's about it. Field of Ruin. Opponent didn't even have any non-basics. I think we're fine here. But they almost seem to have the fabled 1,000-Year Storm actual Storm deck. One Plains Mana Tithe. I don't know about that. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's pretty medium, but we can Primal Command for like something, and Relic of Progenitus seems like it's really gonna hit their deck hard. Well, we're not saying they're piloting it wrong. I think they may have drafted it wrong. Which is fine, again. Everyone has their first Storm experience. Did they just side into mono red now? Also, we need to hit a land drop. Oh no, OP. What's going on? What's going on here? Ooh, Green Suns is good. Caleb Gannon also lives in Arizona in Tucson. That's pretty cool. Are they passing again? What do you do in Arizona, Caleb Gannon? Also, every play I want to make are right, and all the bad beats are Caleb's fault. Yes, that's exactly how it works. So we play a land. Yeah, I want a Garrick here over Green Suns. Garrick's more fun. And we're gonna untap, just so we have Relic up in case they do anything crazy. That way we can Primal Command a land next turn. Caleb Gannon also studies optics. There's a clone of me running around out there. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Alright, opponent. Desperate Ritual. Empty the Warrens. You got it. Exile your ritual. Yeah. That is how you empty the Warrens. There can be only one. So let's gain a life. I kind of want to. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4. You can play Thran Dynamo, play an Equip Jite. What is my favorite card in this cube? I think that's very context dependent. Leovold is now following. Ooh. Nah, I just want to get some Jite counters down. I know they can kill our Courser here, but that's kind of fine with me. I also have a YouTube channel and stream Vintage Cube. Whew. This Caleb Gannon guy is doing good work. Garrick make a beast. Nah, let's just untap lands. The only way we really die here is our opponent somehow going off. Let's make them exile, empty the Warrens. Wait, do people not realize that that's a different Caleb Gannon? They might. Ooh, opponent's playing Fast Spawn, okay. But they don't have any lands. I think people just now realized. Alright, you attack him. Nope, same Caleb. Math checks out. Alright, kill you. Kill you. I'm afraid OP has it all wrong. Storm isn't viable in Vintage Cube. Stormtide Leviathan would be sweet in Vintage Cube. Play a land. Okay, we're just gonna set up for a Craterhoof, I think. So Primal Command means that they don't draw anything. And let's get a creature here. We're gonna put that on top. Opponent's just very dead. And we're gonna get 4, 5, 6 mana. I guess Deranged Hermit seems good. You untap 2, and then next turn we can just Green Suns for Crater Hoof. You're all watching a wrong Caleb Gannon. For 2, okay. That's one down. I want to play against more opponents like that. I'm curious what I want to see our opponent's full deck list. Oh, I didn't answer the question. So I think my favorite card in Cube in general, aside from all the power, like Black Lotus and stuff are great. Strip Mine's my pet card. Crucible of Worlds is fun. I think it's probably Crucible of Worlds because it enables like Wildfire, Armageddon. Crucible of Worlds enables the Strip Mine combos. It's all around fun, at least for me, not for the opponent. But I like a lot of cards. Like Thousand Year Storm is really fun. Yawgmoth's Will is great. Sulfuric Vortex is fun. I mean, this has got to be a keep. I don't know what we're going to do with this Lotus yet. We may save it for a while. Tinker's great too. I just never get it. You don't have to play Yawgmoth and Starfire to be good. That's true and not. Wait, we're going first? Oh. Okay. It's past turn. Seismic Assault. Yeah, if Loam was in the cube, I feel like Assault Loam should be in the cube. Personally, if I was to make it. Fast Bond doing its finest. Let's go Wall of Roots. I don't think playing Deranged Hermit here is particularly good. Do you have a cube of your own? I did, and then I had to give it... So I made a cube for the... I was in Magic Club in undergrad, and I made a cube for us. Ooh, library. Are they going to pass turn, though? 1x1 is now following. Come on, land. Garrick. Well, Garrick seems fine. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I had a cube. I had to give it away, but I'm making another one very slowly. So I think we definitely Black Lotus out of Garrick here. He can draw us cards, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All commons and commons, though. Do I still play Paper Magic? Sometimes. Mostly EDH with friends. Triple green. Cast Big Garrick. Big Garrick makes a beast. There is a Mastery Growth. I think you should look it up. It's I think you have to discard cards, but you can get a bunch of stuff back. Who's my EDH general? Right now it's, what is it? Feldengriff? I need to rebuild. I had Polukranos, or no, Borborygnos Enraged. That one. Great card. What is going on here? Ponder? Is this opponent on, is everyone just on Storm? Is it a good idea to buy 4 paper LEDs because I want to play Experimental Cheerios? They're pretty expensive, right? How did they ponder? And what is my favorite constructed format? Right now it's Pauper. They shuffled, okay. I do play a decent amount of Pauper. Alright, let's just draw off Garrick. We need to hit land drops. Okay, there we go. Land. Land. Fetch. Forest. 3, 4, 5. Primal Command. And we're going to put... Let's see. I think we put Library on top so that they have to draw it. 140 euro for... Wow, that's incredible. What do we tutor up here? Courser's pretty nice with Fast Bond, but if we don't hit any lands, it's pretty bad. Raphellis is the best ramp. But we have Daraga Tree Speaker. I'm gonna take Courser, I think. and then hit for 3. Is there any other questions? If I miss a question, feel free to keep asking it. Okay, they play and draw off library. So we just set them back a full turn. Thing in the ice. Okay, so they're not storm? Ball of Blossoms. So Pelugranos here. Let's play Courser. Crater Hoof. This is kind of hard. Let's play Wall of Blossoms and try and hit some more lands. Nope. Man. This is a really bad series of draws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we hit 2 lands, we can then... have I ever passed the Lotus? I have, actually. I passed Lotus for Soul Ring one time. Soul Ring is... In some decks, Soul Ring is better. If you have a lot of like good 4-drops. Oh my gosh. Really? No lands? Right, well, Garrick make a beast. That is a good question. I should have attacked with Courser. Mostly because I'm distracted. Attack for 3. Creatures. Yeah, we have to upgrade Tree Speaker. I can't believe we're not hitting any lands. Because yeah, next turn we can tooth and nail out a lot of creatures here. Destructive magic is drunk magic, basically. Next turn Garrett can just deck us. Play Tree Speaker. And we just have to hope we don't get Thing in the Iced. Level up. And I want to keep Wall Roots. Yeah, next turn we win if we don't get killed by a Thing in the Ice. Thing in the Ice bouncing our board is going to be brutal. The level up? Why not just counter the Tree Speaker? Alright, let's level up. Oh, they just wanted to make sure that they could, I see. Yeah, I know a lot of people who sold old duels, Smog, like before it was big. But how would you know that they were going to get expensive? I think that's the best way to like avoid having PTSD from this is like, yes, they're worth a lot and you could have made a bunch of money. But if everyone knew that they would be worth a lot, then they wouldn't be worth a lot. You got them stolen. Okay, that sucks. Never mind. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. Okay, opponent's drawing there. They can flip Thing in the Ice at instant speed, which is a little troublesome. Man, I need to keep up to date with what paper cards are worth here. OG Chalice of the Void when it was $70. I feel like it's way more expensive than that now. Basically, all of the 0 mana cost artifacts are very expensive. The opponent played a Chalice. Oh no! Opponent! Opponent, what are you doing? Chalice kicked 0 times. Time Twister for €35, Library for €50, and Candelabra for €40. Oof. Anything from unlimited back is price, included the first 3 expansions. This makes sense. I think the worst sell I ever had was selling Liliana of the Veil for... I sold it for like $70 when it first came out. But I used those cards, that money to buy my cube, so... He did it for the storm count. Am I gonna get, I guess I should just have 6, I have no effects. Well, they need to hit a spell here. If they do, we're back to the Stone Age. Ugh. Lightning Bolt Garrick hit me for 7. Alright, let's rebuild. And they still have 6 cards in hand? Let's start with Wall of Roots. I think we have to play Courser. We need to hit land drops. Okay. Okay, now we're getting lucky. Now we're talking. Always yield. Always yield. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, I have to do this? Land. Yeah. We did it. Okay. Now we can go Tree Speaker plus level up. I think Wall of Blossoms is a little greedy. You see now I am the Storm player. And then pass turn. And we can chump block with Wall of Roots if we need to. That was the land packet we were looking for. Opponent's like on Storm, but they're also playing Disallow, so it's a bit confusing. Okay, they have a Signet. I think I have to block. Goodbye, Wall of Roots. Lands. Rand Dynamo. Alright, well, let's run out Tooth and Nail here. Okay, let's go Avenger, Hoof Daddy. And we want to stack this properly. Okay. This is where we get turnabouted and then die. I mean, each creature is lethal. No, you actually have turnabout? No way. I guess I'm glad I blocked last turn. Yep, that'll do it. Okay. Well. Go? Come on, opponent. Settle the Wreckage would be sweet because it would gain us so much life. Are we gonna die to Storm? They're just gonna Ritual Tendrils. This is so brutal. Losing now, well, we only lost because we missed so many land drops in a row. Settle, oh yeah, because, no, I was thinking because we have Courser, but Settle would exile the Courser. Alright, they played Yawgmoth's Will. They basically win here. They can bolt us. If they have Tendrils in their deck, then Yawgmoth's Will definitely wins. What's interesting is that Scavenging Ooze probably would have won us the game if we had just played it. In fact, I think it would have been better to play Tree Speaker and then hold up green for Scavenging Ooze. Yeah, I think I just got excited and wanted to attack, but if we didn't pass to combat and I just played the Scooz off this mana, we would have one Scooz activation. It might still kill us. Yawgmoth. Turnabout. Their lands. Alright, I mean, they have Ponder and Impulse. You have plenty of mana, just kill me. What did they just play? Impulse? Oh, they have 1,000-Year Storm? Okay, we're dead. I'll let them go off though, because 1,000-Year Storm is sweet. It's crazy that Scavenging Ooze... Come on, opponent! Are you gonna deck yourself? Well, Bolt is lethal right now. He could actually deck himself if he plays Ponder here. Well, we don't know if they're actual Storm yet, Smog. Because we haven't seen any Storm cards. Alright, opponent. You have all the cards in the world. If you get greedy and deck yourself, that would be the greatest justice. Alright. We dead, folks. We dead. Yeah, so Skoos, exiling Lightning Bolt might have done it. We saw Brain Freeze or Tendrils from the other opponent. I think this is game 1. Okay, so they're on Storm. Bringing Relic, cutting a... I don't want to cut a Forest on the play. I can cut... Well, Emrakul just wins the game if we cast it against Storm. Yeah, it was last match, Smog. Garrick... Pelucranos hits hard. We just want a fast clock. Courser, Wall of Roots. I'm going to cut Wall of Blossoms, I think. We don't really need to block with it. Chat, do we think turn 1 Obstinate Baloth is enough to beat Storm? It's a turn 5 kill. Yes. I don't know, I'm suspect of this Caleb Gannon guy. I think it's good enough. Let's keep. Like, how are we ever going to have something faster than that? And we're going to fetch just so we draw less lands. Forest, Black Lotus. Good old up-fashioned Obstinate Baloth. Bring him back. Go. Well, one Caleb is a Twitch YouTube series and the other is an enemy in the Zelda series. That's true. Let's draw Rafellos. Nope, more lands. Well, we're all in on this turn 1 Baloth. Tell me, I promise I wouldn't stalk you. I don't know what stalk me means. I think you mean dox. But it's public knowledge. I went to the Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology for undergrad. Then he's gonna be like, what's your mother's maiden name? What was your first pet? Oh hey, I applied to Rose-Hulman, didn't end up going there. It's a place. Last 4 of social, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the last 4 of my social. Yeah, Rose-Hulman is a good school, but there's literally nothing around it. So it's pretty empty. Okay, Primal Command is a good draw. Although we're gonna kill them by then. What was my first car? You also need the first digit of social. All of my social security is just all ones. I can't believe... I think this is gonna get there, I hope. What was the mascot of your high school? Whoa, that's going way back. First is... Yeah, you guys can get the first digit. Oh, are they not hitting land drops? If they're... Oh my gosh. Well, we're hitting all of our land drops here. Did you graduate high school? I did. Why would you play Vintage Cube if you could play UMA instead? I mean, Vintage Cube is pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. I like UMA a lot. I had a ton of fun playing it. Alright, opponent, what do you got here? Azorius Signet. Still missing land drops. Serious question, what are you gonna call your first completed AI? It has a very technical name. Oh, there's Rafellos. Alright, let's Primal Command. We know they're missing land drops, so Primal Command on Signet should just do it. Strip Mine, I like that. No, it's gonna be some very technical name, unfortunately. Do I have any other way to interact? Scavenging Ooze is probably the best one to get. Go. Yeah, I'll name my first AI after Caleb Gannon with a single N. Alright, opponent, what do you got? Can you kill us or no? Because you couldn't last turn. If they go off from this position, nothing but respect to them. Come on, OP, don't kill us, please. I guess they could get the value tendrils for more life. That could do it. But they still have to deal with this Obstinate Bailoff in play. 5 mana. Any plans to hide Bob Dylan lyrics in your next paper title? Not particularly. You can hide lyrics very easily in the paper itself, but in the title is more challenging. People are pretty, they pick up a lot on what's in the title. I do have plans to, one of the things I do with papers that I publish is I try and reference the oldest possible paper that I can. Wow, this is a bad hand. 3 mana, Time Twister into another Time Twister. So that's as far as going fun as I can. Why do I do that? Because referencing old papers is really fun. I think I got one from like 1830, which is so far back. All right, we got there. Opponent did their best and then died. We're on the draw. Workshop, mutable, nothing. Run it back. Can you post a link for your papers? Yeah, I can put them in the bottom. I'll do that. I have to publish. I actually have one paper that's pending. I just need to finish final revisions and it'll be published. So after I do that, I can post them all. Oh yeah, you could use nonsense as like examples in natural language processing as well. All right, this hand seems good. Wait, they put me on the play? No, that didn't happen. In a thumbnail, you're wearing a suit. Why did they put me on the play? That is ridiculous. What was the occasion? It was my brother's wedding. Oh, I guess if you put me on the play and you mulligan into library, you can get there. Three spells win the game. Well, turn 1 4/4 usually gets there. Duress, take my Garrick. Yeah, I actually decided not to make, because I made a video a bit before that I wanted to make an AI, but I realized it would just take all the fun out of playing Magic. Ooh. So we can Wall of Roots into Pelucranos? What do you mean you do not wear a suit all the time? I mean, yes, I'm dressed to the nines. Wall of Roots. Go here. Yeah, I think Wall of Roots into Pelucranos is fine. Are self-replicating robots a legit threat? Yes, but probably not for a while. It's not robots. I think the biggest thing everyone thinks of like the AI taking over is like Terminator style end of the world. But it's not robots that's going to kill everybody. It's going to be some internet presence that's self-replicating that either is capable of like censorship or just shutting down the internet. It probably would not be a physical entity. Yeah, the software is way scarier. Am I playing board games? Right now my favorite is Dominion. That game is so much fun. So next turn I can Greenstones for Graverhoof. People fear that AI will feel superior, but feeling superior is a human emotion. Yeah, AI is going to be very different than anything people can imagine. X damage, why do you choose among any number of target creatures your opponents control? So we can just make a huge Pelucranos here. Let's hit for 7, and then next turn we Greenstones for Craterhoof. What LGS do you go to? I don't really go to one right now, Caleb Gannon, unfortunately. Okay, so 8, I have 9 mana. Wait, Craterhoof costs 8? Wait. Yeah, I think I could just get Craterhoof now. You guys are right. You guys are right. 8 done. Yeah, Craterhoof should just do it. Single and Clade, we're getting a little too much talented Mr. Ripley here. Craterhoof. Make my guys big. Hit for 18, put our opponent to 2 life. 1 with Bloodstained Mire. Alright, they're at 1 life. Do your worst. It's going to be learning software with this ability to revise its own code. Or there'll be a Dark Souls boss that attains sentience. Bubble Wizard 89, thank you for the follow. So, they played a land already? Alright, we got there. We're just beating up on Storm decks now. Yeah, it's going to be some type of self-replicating deceptive software that could eventually attain like physical form, but not bad for reading. Do you have Terracodon in your deck at first? That would be unfortunate. Alright, Hoof wins games. So we're on the draw. This hand has a lot of power. I'm gonna keep. Forgot, props to you for never having cursed on stream. Thank you, Exarock. It's pretty hard not to, but I do my best. Not that I cursed that much in real life. Spoilers to everyone who wants to ruin the immersion. I have cursed before. Snapmole? Well, we can Green Suns for... Fine, we'll mull. Okay, well, we got the card I was gonna Green Suns for, so that's fine. And we get to turn 1 now. I curse on my stream all that time. No, I'm pretty interested in making safe AI RPG gamer. Also, it wouldn't like intentionally hunt and kill everyone down. It's just like, let's say you have an AI running like a power plant, which is pretty likely because you need to, you know, distribute energy in the correct order and stuff. And let's say the AI malfunctions for something. Like if you give it the wrong criteria, like if you tell the AI just make more power, and that involves turning the temperature up to like ridiculous temperatures that kills all the humans in, like that's one real danger that could happen. Top 10 Magic players who've sworn. Are we playing against Storm again? This is ridiculous. And more lands, okay. Grant Peppy Smacks is follower of Jesus. Everything is clear now. Chat's better detectives than I am. Can I recite the laws of robotics? Don't kill humans. Do we want to hit with Jite or do we want to just cast a Baloth? I think casting Baloth is better. Can we stop drawing only lands here? Where is our sub giver? That's true. Mana Drain? I chose wrongly, chat. I chose incorrectly. We could have just had a nice game where we attack with Jita, our opponent thought seizes us, and then we win the game. Instead, they're going to cast a Consecrated Sphinx and we're going to die. Brightling's mad that we didn't take all the Brightlings. Oh, we are playing against Storm again. Jeez. Alright, well... That's it. That's the card we needed. Thran Dynamo. As long as we draw Tooth and Nail next turn, I guess this is fine. That Mana Drain was so busted, though. I'm rooting for OP. Yeah, I agree. Whoa, we're not dead? Tooth and Nail. Rofellos. Okay, well, let's hit for damage. Okay, let's play Rofellos. Oh god, they played an Urborg? Yeah, let's level up so it's harder to kill, I guess. What? Why did it use? Whatever. We're off it. Rafflecopter and Soul Ring. I mean, there is a way we can lose. I think Caleb was just ignoring me. What city do I live in? Tucson. Didn't you say Tucson? Yeah, I'm in Tucson. Look, it's just a little creepy having someone with the same name as me ask a lot of relatively vaguely personal questions. That's all. Wall of Blossoms. We'll start there. Do you get lots of questions from people about dangers of AI? Not so much. I'm being catfished. I'd ban him. Well, I don't know. I might ban him if he starts asking weird questions. So far, they've all been public knowledge. One day my voice is gonna change. Yeah, I don't get many questions about AI dangers though, because most people don't care. To be frank. Let's play a forest. Primal Command. Yep, let's put 1,000 Year Storm on top. Pay 1. They can like double counter this maybe. Alright. If your deck can put out a turn 4 1,000 Year Storm and not win, I don't know what's going on. I would go for Avenger over Crater. I was gonna get Scavenging Ooze probably. Yeah, there's a chainsaw outside. Sorry about that. Okay, we bring in Relic. I don't know who's chainsawing in Arizona, but like when you cut down a cactus? What do we cut again? None of these are super scary. Emrakul is just way too hard to cast. I'm gonna cut it. This hand is probably a mulligan. With the Black Lotus, it would be there. What did I finally realize? Exarach. That's mulligan. Oh, this hand's good. Let's keep. Put it on top. Huge blocks of snow. Like I said, all the snow melted, so there's like nothing there. I kind of want to wait to fetch because we want to draw more lands, but we can have a really fast start here. I wasn't going to say anything until you realized you were never going to cast Emrakul the entire draft. But Emrakul is an instant win against Storm, and we could have cast it last game. Weird question, does your neighborhood have the cuts in the card to control the flow of water into green spaces? No, but I've seen that around. Let's get a forest. I know they could have burn here. Actually, wait. Nah, it's too good to go for. Okay, they didn't have burn. Our opponent stopped on our upkeep, so it felt like they had a burn spell, so it could be safe. Wow, they're mono red. What is going on here? Opponent, what are you doing? Okay, forest. 3, 4, 5. We can play Nissa. She gives us 3 back. Wow, this is gonna be a busted turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Garrick. I'm storming more than the opponent right now. Make a beast. Next turn, Nissa. I don't even know how opponent beats this. They just scoop. Oh no, they're missing lands. Primal Command? Forest. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast Polyk. And Nissa makes a 4/4 that can attack this turn. Force of Will? Nobody expects these the Force of Will out of the all mountain deck. Alright. You know the OpenAI that was supposed to beat Dota pros? I found it quite funny. It can dominate the game start to finish, but if you make it stumble, it does not really have backup plans because it learns evolutionarily. Yeah, Kakboon TV, the problem with most AI right now is they kind of memorize. So you have like a state, which is whatever you're looking at on the screen, and then actions to take in that state. But they're not really capable of planning in the way that humans do. They can't think of situations that have not arisen yet. And so if you just get them in a place, like if you use an item they've never seen before, it can just crash the game because they don't know what that means or what it does. So we're still a bit away from like high level AI. Force of will, that's fine. So yeah, we can Nissa. Oh god. One of these is newly controlled. No, they're not. Okay. Make you a thing. This for mana, this for mana. Untap with Garrick. Baloth. This is the dream. OP is super dead. Yeah, if you get in a state they've never been, they actually like the beginner. Yeah, I mean they are a beginner at that point because they've never been there. And they're dead next turn. Good games. See chat, we draft to win. It's no fun. We just play green dorks. We 3-0. Emmy for the Rubbins. It was stomped last international because it lacked the ability to adapt against suboptimal strats. Yeah, because it only learns how to beat itself, which is really good. Because it's you can't. So the way they store the information is like a representation of pixels. And so if they see what the opponent's doing based on like how they're moving, you have to store that somewhere. So they use like an efficient representation, which is the neural network. All right, opponent's trying to go off. Let's see what happens. But storing every possible situation is so inefficient that they delete previous stuff that they've learned because they feel like it's not useful. Empty the warrens for 4 gobos. Concede. How did we play against 3 storm decks there? That's insane.